Okay, sorry. Hi, start again. Okay, so anyways, we're super excited to chat with you about the retreats and everything that Isogenics has to offer. And we were chit-chatting, and first of all, it was like, oh my gosh, we have calls. Should we do another call? And then we kind of took a poll, and we're like, does anybody even know about the trips that are available? And it was like, wah, wah. Like nobody did. So we're like, okay, there's a need for this call. And then we're like, okay, well, when do we do it? And we're like, we'll just squeeze it in right before our team call. Everybody's kind of ready for call mode anyways, and they're going to be short, but we're here to really help you. And over the next few weeks during this qualification period, you're going to hear from Laura, you're going to hear from Jen and Adam, you're going to hear from myself, you're going to hear from Rachel, you're going to hear from Kisa, people that have really done this and have qualified so that you know how to get there and we can help you get there. Okay, so part of that is tonight, so you guys know, is I'm going to show you the trips that are available so you can even get excited about them. And then over the next few weeks, we're going to really help you. This is going to be more of an interactive call. We're going to help you figure out what you need to do to get there. So, Laura and I were chatting and she's like, okay, so if we're training on the team calls, how to enroll or how to rank advance, like in theory, we should be covering that, right? And then they'll qualify for the trips. And I was like, well, kind of, yeah, like I totally agree with that because we know you guys are busy. And we're like, oh, it's another call. But at the same point, like I've learned things from Jen and Adam, like they're so brilliant, right? That when there's a seasonal shake and they might, take 20 orders from their neighborhood, their friends, their family, people they're not enrolled, but they'll run some of those through someone in their downline that pops a 1-star or pops a, manager or something where the product is being moved, but they're strategic about it. So it counts as rank advancements, which counts as points, which helps them earn these trips. And we thought, yeah, we're not really teaching that on our team call. And we want to, because we want everybody to be able to get there. So the very first thing that I would just want to tell you guys is I have traveled more with Isogenics than I've ever traveled in my entire life. And they have put things out there that no way would I have ever been able to go. So obviously President's Quest, which was like the gold standard of trips in this 3-week Mediterranean cruise with them. But when I look back, and even not just where our conferences have been, but where top achievers have been, where these incentive trips have been, Welcome Home was one of my favorite. And Jen and Adam won that too. And that was when our new corporate office was being built, and they invited like the top 100 businesses, point earners, to experience the new opening of our headquarters. And we got to see John Anderson's house and meet his giraffes and see his farm. And we had a happy hour at the Cougars. And I mean, it was crazy, right? But any trip I've been on, if I think about top achievers in Hilton Head, top achievers in Banff, top achievers in Maui, like the Cougar experience, which is what I put in this post, is like bar none, nothing you will ever experience. So, I mean, just to give you like an insight, the swag bag that you get is enough to want to win the trip. Like you think like, oh, it's celebration. I got a backpack and I got some shakes and I got a journal and it's cool, right? Like the swag bag that you get for these trips, the things that are in there, like I have pearl earrings from a trip from Kathy Cougar, like I have blenders, I've got necklaces, and I mean, I'm not the only one. Other people in the company have this. Like the top 100 dinner at Celebration, everybody got these really nice cowboy hats. In Banff, we got these like crazy fuzzy Ugg slippers. I mean, they really spoil you, let alone the excursions, the accommodations. I mean, let's just be real here. Like nobody's getting put up in the Holiday Inn, right? Like it's all really nice. So Grand Cayman, Laura qualified. She and Keith are going. Jen and Adam qualified. I qualified. Kisa was like on the cusp. I mean, just like a handful of points away. And I thought at Celebration, when they launched all of these retreats, I was like, I'm committed to getting more people there. So as a nutritionist and someone who clocked in and out and exchanged time for money, like vacation and travel was not in my arena. Because even if I could save the money and be like, yeah, I'm going to get myself to St. Thomas, I can save up the money and buy a flight and, book a week accommodation. I also couldn't afford to miss a week of work. And Isogenics is amazing because not only are they going to cover the flight and cover the hotel a lot of times, right, or cover the accommodations, you also have the ability to get paid when you're there. And so I truly, when I think about how Isogenics has blessed me or why I love it so much, of course it's the impact, of course it's all of you and the friends and the goals, but like a lot of it's the trips. And I can literally just sit here and think like, one of my favorite memories is in St. Thomas when I first met Renee Schreiman and Jamie Lynn Curley and, Jessica Rigner, who would be like bridesmaids in my wedding today if I got married, and being able to take my sister to Banff and experience like the northern part of Canada together and doing these hikes. And it's like, that would never have happened. And at Celebration, when they talked about these retreats, I just came back and I was talking to the leaders. And I said, we got to teach them how to get there. So tonight's call, you guys, it's going to be super short. I'm going to share my screen and I'm literally just telling you what's on the table so that you know how to get there, you know where to find it, and you know how to tell other people about it, okay? Now, from here on out, until the qualification periods end, so that was the flyer that it showed like the dates, right, of the trips. Laura's going to do a call. Jen and Adam are going to do a call. Keisha's going to do a call. My sister's going to do a call. All these people that really understand the Leader in Action Forum, or how to rank advance yourself, how to rank advance others, the things that need to happen so that you can earn this trip. So for example, let's say I want to create a consultant, right? I'm just going to forward speak one idea out there of the type of training that's going to happen, so you guys know how to get on these calls, you know why you're getting on here, and you know why to promote them for others. Let's say I'm like, oh my gosh, like I've got to get some rank advancement points up. Like I'm tracking this for Leader in Action for Top Achievers, which is in Whistler. I'm like, I really need to create a consultant. And I have Alex, who has personally enrolled one of her good friends. And I noticed Alex orders a lot of BV, right? And I'm like, dude, like you order a lot of BV for like a house. And she's like, oh yeah, well, my husband's using the products, my kids are using the products. I sling shakes to my neighbor. I said, let's get this like smarter. Like I want you to get your products paid for. And I'm like, how about we divide that big order up between you and your husband? It's gonna get like shipped and billed to you. It's all coming to the same place, but you're gonna get this referral bonus. Like for me to be able to really break down and spend this time with Alex, so she's gonna get her products paid for, but for Leader in Action, I just got points because I just got a consultant. So the way that 600 BV might go through my business that accounts towards cycles is a lot different than the way I create a consultant that affects the points for Leadership in Action, if that's how I'm qualifying for Top Achievers. Does that make sense? So we're going to help you guys with this. Like each week we're going to give you strategy, and we're going to be at like QIA so we can help you. So Kathy can hop on and say, okay guys, I've got to, I'm hitting executive. I really want to get to the Elevate and Executive trip. Like I want to get there. I'm at 7 consultants. Like what do I need to do? Like here's my pirates. Like I want her to be able to bring to the table and us help and us all cheer each other on. And I'm going to offer, if you guys want a Facebook thread, if you don't, and this is enough, fine. But if you want the thread where we can really check in with each other and coach in that thread and keep it active and like really, really working, that we can help you, I'm open to doing that, but not just to be like, what are you guys doing? And it be crickets. Like if we're coaching in there, there's a lot of ping pong back and forth that Paul and Brad are like, hey, here's our points. This is what we need to do to get it up, and we can get feedback. So you guys can message in the chat whether or not you want that. So I'm going to share my screen right now. Maybe. Okay. Are you guys looking at my desktop? Did it share? Okay, cool. So if you go into your back office right here, contests and promotions, you log in, contests and promotions, and you scroll down, it shows you every single contest and promotion Isagenix has right now. So what I'm gonna go through is the recognition retreats, but it shows our PIB promotion, it shows the Crystal Consultant promotion, the 40 is the new 20, right? Like every contest and promotions in here, all the leadership pools, Ice the Body, the rank advancement bonuses, Leadership in Action, it's all here. If you guys have never spent time here in your back office, do, and show your team. Because I remember when I first looked at it, I was like, wait, I can earn a trip to St. Thomas? Like, what the heck? Never could I go to St. Thomas. And I saw the Ice Derby and I was like, I'm in, right? We're creating a winning team and we're going. So that's where all of that is. What I'm gonna go through right now for you is the recognition retreats flyer. You guys don't need to screenshot this, okay? You can find it, you have access to your back office. It's available to everybody. But here's the different treats. So the very first one, which is called the executive retreat, someone has to rank advance for the first time, right, to executive. and be paid as executive, right? Like afterwards for 6 additional commission weeks, right? So you have to hit it and then you have to maintain it. The qualification cutoff is January 19th. So basically from right now until January, so up until NYKO, because when the cutoff is, NYKO I think is January 22nd, someone has to hit executive and then maintain executive for 6 weeks. So for like a month and a half, you can't manufacture it and let the whole thing fall apart in a day or two. For someone who has never hit executive that gets there, okay, and then maintains it, they're gonna earn 4 days, 3 nights, excuse me, hotel stay in Arizona. You get $750 travel allowance. So that's like cash, right? To go do whatever, help, whatever. You get training, you get invited to the corporate office. They bring in millionaires or the top corporate trainers. You get Isogenic swag. So that's backpacks, that's laptop bags, that's clothing, that's product. You get to go spend time at the world headquarters. All of your breakfast and lunch is included in a really fun recognition dinner. You guys, I talked to some people that qualified for it. It was called Elevate to Executive last year. And they were like, it was so awesome. There was like not that many people, like less than 100. And they were like, we had lunch with Trudy Maples. And, like Kathy Coover came and hung out with us. And that's awesome. And so some of that training that's going to really help you grow your business, that's all being awarded to you through corporate or through top earners that they bring in for the event or are local to Arizona, like Susan Sly and Tanya Kirkpatrick and Trudy Maples and Tracy O'Malley, like all those people that are there. So look at this and ask us if you have questions. If you've already hit executive, you don't get to go. You're already executive, okay? So we're gonna show you what's coming. But for anyone who's never hit executive, you have to do it and you have to maintain it for 6 weeks by January 20th. Everybody, in my opinion, should have November 17th as a goal because that's the end of the 90-day game plan. And the holidays typically is not a building season, but let's just plan for a little bit of urgency. But I would love to know. So if you guys are in the chat right now and you're like, I'm going for it. I am going for the executive experience, right? I'm going for the executive retreat. And you want to be in a chat with other people who are working towards that goal, I will set up the Facebook thread. I will coach you. I will help you if that's something you want. I don't need this for myself. I'm there for you guys, okay? So the next retreat, which is 1 to 2 star. So this is people who have already hit executive, okay, but they've not cycled 10 times yet, or if they're a 1 star but have not hit 2 star yet. Again, you've got to like hit this for the first time within 90 days of the previous rank advancement, and then you need to keep it for 2 commission weeks, right? So if I think that like Mary Ellen is executive 1 star on our team, I don't even know if that she has been, but I'm just throwing that out there, right? Yeah. Okay. So she's executive 1 star, but she's never hit 2 star. Okay. So she's working towards this. She's got to qualify for 2 star. Her deadline, these are different deadlines, you guys, by April 5th of 2020. So she's got, through the new year and then the 90-day game plan basically coming out of NYKO to hit 2 star. She's already a 1 star. If you've never hit 1 star, then you have to be an executive 1 star and maintain it. So she can't just like hit 20 cycles once. She's got to do it at least twice between now and April. Again, there's a 4-day, 3-night stay. This is $1,000 travel allowance. So for dining out, for shopping, to pay for a nanny, whatever you have to do while you're on the trip, right? You get media and on-camera presentation training. You get the world headquarters tour, Isogenic swag, the Arizona experience, which I don't know exactly what that means. Like, I know they've talked about like ATV or camping, like just some fun stuff in Sedona. That could be like spa, your breakfast and lunches, your recognition dinner, a ton of product. But one of the things I want you guys to experience or think about with this experience, not only is it an opportunity to go to Sedona, which is like one of the most beautiful places in the whole world, you get to surround yourself with people who are in the same place with you in the business, right? You get to surround yourself with people who are like-minded, who are driven. And like, honestly, some of my best friends in the company and some of the people that are doing our team calls and I've learned from are people I've met on trips. So outside of like, ooh, I get time with the Cougars, or I get to see our corporate office, or I'm going to Sedona, it's relationships that you're going to build that you wouldn't have anywhere else. So the 3 to 7 star retreat, anyone who's never hit 3-star, or if you're 3-star gets to hit 4-star, right? 4-star gets to hit 5-star, 5-star gets to hit 6-star. Wherever you are, you have to rank advance. This cutoff is through July, so it's almost a full year right now. Again, you have to do it, it's within 90 days of the rank advancement. So like if someone had just hit like 3-star, I think they're still eligible. That part's a little confusing for me, but basically whatever you are to get to the next one. This is through July, same 4 days, 3 nights, $1,500. Now this is in Tahoe. This is near where the Cougars' other home is. David T.S. Wood is doing the training. You get to go see the Cougars' home. Are you kidding me? Your breakfast and lunches are taken care of. You get Isogenic swag, the recognition dinner. So I can tell you personally, I'm going for this. I'm a 5-star by recognition, and I'm going for 6-star by July. And I know Laura's going for 5-star, and Jen and Adam are going for 4-star. And Kisa's going for 4-star. Like we all are like, hello, can we go to Tahoe together and see the Cougars' home and get trained by like David T.S. Wood? Like that excites me. I've been to Tahoe, it's beautiful, but I'm like, yeah, I want the little training with David T.S. Wood. So there's a lot of people here, like Michelle and Chris, you guys could do too. Like Chris Marshall and Michelle Bina, they could hit the 2-star retreat and go to Sedona in April and rank advance again and meet us in Tahoe in July. So if you see that these dates are a little bit further ahead, it's because they're trying to create some urgency to stay in momentum, not to get to Tahoe and be like, okay, I'm done for the year, right? Or not to get to Sedona and just like throw in the towel. It's like, okay, I'm gonna keep on going. Sedona was so amazing. I'm gonna see y'all in Tahoe, okay? And the last one is Global Top Achievers. This cutoff date is wrong. So it's December 29th of 2020. That's actually 2019, just so you guys know. This one, for the most part, unless you're a 7-figure income earner or platinum or a legacy member, and you can look up Top Achievers qualifications. It has its own flyer. It's right here under contests and promotions, right? And you can see all the different ways here of level 1, level 2, and level 3 to qualify. So look that up. But for most of us, it's leader in action. Right? If you're not doing it through Top Leader in Action, you have to make over $500,000 a year, which I love y'all. That's none of us. That's not me. Like that's none of us right now. So the main way to get there is Leader in Action. And the top 10 get the level 1 experience, and then 11 to 30 get the level 2 experience. And Laura and Jen and Adam have all been in the top 30. Like they're in the Top Leader in Action formula right now. And this ends in December. So we've only got a few more months of this, and this is following the Leadership in Action formula, which is how many enrollments, how many rank advancements, what's your net cycle growth, and are you paid at your rank of executive, okay? And so this is huge, you guys, and Top Achievers is amazing, but they're gonna have a really small, intimate group this year because they really want it to be the Top Achievers. And so you can go there as a 2-star, you can go there as a 1-star, you can go as a 3-star, you don't have to be a millionaire to be a top achiever, but you have to be following that Leader in Action formula and maximizing the points. So if you're growing your cycles, you're enrolling, you're paid as executive, and you're rank advancing other people, like boom, you can absolutely go. And so I wanna just kind of wrap this up, and I promised you guys, I promised these calls were gonna be super short. With tonight, get familiar. Like go into your back office, go under contest and promotions, click on the retreat link, just read it, look at it, decide, yeah, I'm not really that interested on the executive retreat. Cool. There's a lot of other things that are out there for you. And if you're like, no, heck no, I'm going, here's my deadline, print off your Map to Crystal executive, put the picture up there, picture yourself getting the swag, hanging out with the Cougars, getting trained with the millionaires, like nail it. And go for it. There's a lot of people on here. Marla, Ashley, Paige, like you guys have never hit executive. It's amazing. Go for it. Kathy, Paula, Michelle, like so many of you could be there. Like I want to celebrate that we have more people at our team qualifying for executive than any other team out there. Like we've got people that are like have 8 consultants or 7 consultants. Like you guys can go. And then for some of us who have already hit executive, like picture yourself in Sedona, like picture yourself on an ATV with Jim Cooper. Like what? Like that sounds like fun, Like imagine seeing that training, like being away, getting a spa experience. I have been to the spa with Kathy Coover. It's fun, Like I don't exactly know what that Arizona experience looks like, but there's not a lot of people right now that are going for 2-star. Like you guys can do that 1 to 2-star. And if it's Tahoe, I'll see you there because I'm going for it, right? But if you're fired up about it, like print off that flyer, circle it, and start to visualize yourself there. Like, you guys have heard me tell this story. Like, on President's Quest, I pictured myself having coffee with Jim Cooper and asking him questions, right? When it all came to fruition, we were drinking White Russians and we were playing slot machines. But I was like, oh my gosh, this is my moment. Like, I visualized it, visualized it, visualized it. You guys can all get there. So from here on out, we're not teaching you about the retreats anymore. You guys are grown-ups. If you have a business, you can figure out how to get the information, call customer service for any questions. What we are here to do is help you. Each one of these weeks, we're gonna log on, probably not record, to be totally honest, and just have more of a conversation of like, what do I need to do? This is where I'm at. How can you help me get there? And the leader who's running that call is going to help you track your points, help you figure out how to create consultants, help you create more managers, whatever it needs to do, so that you guys can all get there. You can rev up your cycles. We're gonna tell you how to, run orders through your focus side instead of your team side to get the cycles up. We're gonna show you how to order smarter, not harder. We're gonna show you how to help create some consultants to get some rank advancements. Like, whatever that looks like, we're gonna work with you a little bit closely. So 6:30, 20-ish minutes once a week. Who's ready? Like, who wants to go? Like, I'm serious. Like, these things fire me up. Like, the Coopers have a free trip on there for you, right? So let me open up the chat and just see if there's threads. Okay, so if you guys want, because I'm gonna close this out for a second so I can open up the team call. If you guys want threads, if group threads for like, yes, I'm going for the executive retreat, or yes, I'm going to Tahoe, or yes, I'm going to Sedona, if that is like firing you up and you want to be in a Facebook thread for support and ongoing outside of this call, message me or write in the chat, just message me. I love it, Christina. I love it, Christy. Like, message me. Susie, and that's okay. That's awesome. I'm so proud of you. And who knows? I mean, you know what to do. And if you get there, go, right? Message me, or I'm looking at this and I'm happy to open up those threads, but we'll be on the call for Q&A. But I think ongoing, as things are helping, it's worth it, right? But just message me, text me right now, or message me on Facebook when I close this call, and we'll get this set up to help you guys, because I want to see so many of you on those trips. So I'm going to log off, open up in about 5 minutes for Del Rey. She's bringing the goods tonight. Can't wait to see you on the team call. Love you guys. Bye.